Look, another day here. Peacefully, in my village. Nothing interesting to do. It's already getting dark. So let's go find something interesting we can do. Look, everyone. So leave a like and subscribe in 5 seconds. Let's go. Well, wait. There's something strange going on here. Let me get a little closer. Look, why are there so many village security guards here? What kind of things are they protecting? It looks like some kind of trail. What could be up there? Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's a giant moon, man. This is terrible. Well, Mikey really needs to know about this. I need to tell him immediately. And if he agrees, we could talk to the village security guards to let us in. That would be amazing. Well, let's go talk to him as soon as possible. I hope he's home and still awake, because I think it's just a challenge. It's going to be really interesting. So let's go. Look, there are several meteors that have fallen here. That light is really making a huge attack. Well, it must be evil. Let's go talk to Mikey. Hey Mikey, I have something really cool to tell you. You won't believe it, but something horrible happened up ahead. There's a giant staircase that will lead directly to a completely shadowed moon. We have to go there and talk to the security guards so they can let us in and finish it off as quickly as possible. Dude, come with me. It's right here in front. Look, you have to help me get into this place so we can stop it together. After all, we're a great team to do this, and that way we'll be able to save our city and our village. Look, it's right here. Pay close attention, man. Look at this macabre thing.
I'm scared, JJ.
Hey there, villagers. Security guards, please. We'd like to talk to you about what's going on. Would it be possible to free up this spot so my friend and I can get through? Well, we can pay. Well, we have diamonds here. Is this enough to try to get up? Well, here it is.
I'm sorry, guys, but this one doesn't even cover half of what we need. You don't have enough.
Okay, then I'll give you a little more. Look, is this enough?
Still going on? There's no point. You wouldn't have anything to pay? It's too expensive. You better give up while you still can in case we're forced to get you out of here.
Oh my god, look at this, Mikey. There's no point in paying. They don't want money. They want so much more. Well, now we have to find a way to get through without them noticing. Mikey, we have to do something. We can't stay like this, man. I'm so sad. We were rejected. Why should we do it, man?
Wow, JJ was all we had, and they still couldn't accept it. Man, that made me really sad because I was so confident we could get through. But you know what? I just had a really good idea to get some attention. How about we use our plasma gun and finish them off as quickly as possible? Look, that way the coast will be completely clear. Well, let's go. Now there's nothing left to slow us down. Let's get back everything we had, man. Now let's use your carts so we can get there as fast as possible.
That's true. So let's go. Let's go. Look, I can't believe we made it through. Well, will this star take us all the way up there or to a certain path? Well, let's go. Look at it. To a certain path. But very good. It's already gone too far. Very good. Look, the cars are coming back. We got Mikey. We're already at the first stage of the ladder. This is very interesting. Well, now let's continue. But wait a minute. This guy is broken. How are we going to get to the moon without the ladder, man? Well, we have to find something to do. Wait, look. There's a chest here. I wonder what's in here. Well, let's get them as soon as possible. Look, is that a block so we can finally climb up there? Well, let's see. That was exactly amazing. Mikey, look, now let's finally restore these ladders as soon as possible. Now, after this, I guarantee it will be much easier for us to continue our journey, and you climb to the moon once and for all. But, speaking of the moon, what are we gonna do when we get there? It must be evil. We better get there and finish it off once and for all. Actually, Mikey, I think it will be a lot of fun to do this. So what are we waiting for? Let's get going. Let's restore all the broken parts and finally climb up once and for all. Look, there's a next part here. It's full of thorns inside a careful... Oh my god, not that one. The thorns hurt a lot, so you have to be very careful.
This is crazy. Look, no, ow, no way. This hurts a lot. Well, we have to be very careful, man, to get through. The path has to be very narrow, so let's go. We can't get discouraged. We have to get to the final phase of the moon. Well, then let's go once and for all. Look, be careful. JJ, I believe in you.
Come on, Mikey, we're finally gonna get through. Well, it really hurts a lot, but not enough. Come on, we're almost there. Look, we're done. That was a close call. Well, now let's finally move on to the next stage. We're going to get there as fast as possible. The worst part, without a doubt, was the spikes. Well, now we're finally going to find out what the next stage will be. Look, it's apparently a good type of parkour, but this parenthetical parkour is really hard. So we have to be extra careful not to fall here, because otherwise we're going to die badly. So let's go, man. I confess this is quite interesting. Come on, Mikey. Follow me as quickly as possible. Look, we're almost there. We're almost halfway through the project. Look, we're finally there. Look, it was actually pretty easy, but I confess I was terrified of falling. But we finally made it through. Now let's move on to the next stage. Look, there are these spinning spikes here. Okay, so let's finally get through once and for all without getting hit by the spikes. They hurt a lot later. Well, and we don't want that. So let's go. Look, I think we've finally completed this stage. Now we have this giant thing here full of spikes. We also have to be very careful. Let's go to the edge of the map to act. Don't we run the risk of being pierced by its spikes? Come on, Mikey. Look, we're almost there. It won't be long before we finally finish this stage once and for all.
JJ, I have an idea. How about using this ender pearl? It's much safer. Okay, so here we go. Take some for yourself and use it until the other part. It'll be amazing. Very good. Now it's my turn to use it on you.
Look, we did it. You did a great job, no doubt about it. It was just an idea that saved a lot of people. Well, now let's get past this mobile saw. This is incredible. Look, we did it. Well, now let's move on to the next challenge. What kind of thing is this? What have I never seen before? Let's see how this works. You'll have to stay here, Polar, a button. This is incredible. Look, it really is like this. Come on, Mikey, it's your turn. You can do it.
All right, let's go. Truth, JJ, very good.
Look, perfect. You did really well on this one. Well, now let's continue. Apparently, there are more spikes here, but we won't take as much damage this time. Okay, then let's move on. Look, we've reached a part that's just one block. You have to be very careful around here. If we lose our balance, we'll end up and fall down there. And down there is very far. Well, then let's keep moving once and for all, man. We really have to be very careful. Look, I confess, I'm very scared, and I'm walking slowly to make sure I don't fall. So let's walk as fast as possible. Look, we're almost at the other side and the moon is getting bigger and bigger. So let's walk as fast as possible. Wow, that was close. I almost fell. But great, Mikey. We're finally here. This is amazing, man. Okay, but let's move on now. There's still a lot ahead for us to continue. So come on, Mikey, look, there are more thorns here, man. These thorns never stop coming, but we're smarter now, and we won't be able to fall for them about this. Okay, let's get to it once and for all. Oh, there's this thing that looks like a chest. Well, what does it mean? Could it be the key to open it? Wait, look, I don't believe it. It's a pick lock, so we can finally open the door and try to find out what's on the other side. Well then, let's get going once and for all, man. Look, it's time for us. Finally, open it. So let's go once and for all. Look, now we have to get the sequence right to see if it's really working. So let's go. Divas everywhere. Well, we have to find the sequence. Look, it's a little complicated, but I'll get it. Look, let me see which side is right here. Everything will be fine this time. I'm not making many mistakes, but I am. Feeling like it's gonna work now? So let's go once and for all, man. Look, I'm doing it. This is gonna be really interesting. So come on, man. I'm doing great here, and finally opening. This is amazing. The lock is finally unlocked. Look, Mikey, we did it. Now let's finally get to the other side as quickly as possible, man. Well, now it's time to open the door. Just a button here. All right, great job. We're on to the next stage. Okay, but what's just ahead? Let's find out. Look, I can't believe this one doesn't have a lot of zombies here. We'll have to eliminate them one by one. Good thing we have these weapons. Let's get there. The time has come, Mikey. Let's end this once and for all. Look, there are a lot of them here. We have to be very careful not to be eliminated by them. Look, they are in huge numbers, and we'll also be able to defeat them with these very strong weapons. Come on, man. We'll fix this once and for all. Look, we did it. We eliminated all the zombies. There was a good one left. But now, will there be any? We'll find out the final boss here inside the moon. Look, we finally reached the moon. Damn, this one doesn't have two giant oxen, man. That's horrible. Could they be the moon guards? Well, we have to find out if they're aliens or not. Look, they're practically immortal. They won't die for anything. Let's fix this as quickly as possible. Look, we finally managed to throw them down there. Apparently, they died. Well, we did a great job, Mikey. We did it. The two alien monsters were eliminated, and we made it. Well, now for the coolest part of all, let's destroy this moon, Mikey. Let's get the TNT and finally blow up this entire moon as quickly as possible. So, let's go, man. We have to do this job for our own good, our village. So, the time has come. Leave it to me. I'll blow it all up. Now, no messing around.
That's it, JJ, come on. Let's show that this moon has no place with us. We're going to save our village once and for all. Here's all the TNT, the kind we can use to blow it up.
And now, stop messing around. Come on, man, let's get in there and finally blow it all up once and for all. Man, look, this is the inside of it. It really is very strange. And it's really huge. But now it's time to end it once and for all. Come on, Mikey. Look, run as fast as you can. It's coming. Look, that was definitely a huge explosion. We defeated it.
Oh my god, look, we did it, man. We did a great job.